Hi, my name is Ann Lutz, and I'm an Air Force veteran. I have 20 years of service and retired as a major. I hail from Springfield, Virginia. I am so proud to have served my country. So I graduated from the Merchant Marine Academy in Kings Point, New York. Class of '95. The Merchant Marine Academy is only a Division III school, but we beat Coast Guard every year in our football. One of my classmates, Greg, had told me, hey, have you considered the Air Force instead of going to the Naval Reserve or any other branch of service? And I thought about what he said, and I said, okay, well, tell me more. And of course, the Air Force being one of the youngest branches of service now besides the Space Force. And I've always loved the SR-71 Blackbird. So to drive up to this beautiful museum, March Air Reserve Museum, and see that huge sign that says SR-71, home of the SR-71 Blackbird, which is one of my favorite weapon systems. That to me was like going full circle now that I'm retired. I'm still working full time as an engineer, but just being retired from the Air Force, it's like coming home. I was deployed to Iraq and Afghanistan. So in Iraq, I served in Mosul and Balad. There, I was a quality assurance representative. They call it a contracting officer, representative of Corps. Basically, our job was to make sure that the contractors are doing what they are on contract to do. And then in Afghanistan, I did foreign military sales where we advise, assisted, and trained our Afghan counterparts so that way they can fight the bad guys. And not only did we give them a weapon system, but we also taught them how to maintain the weapon system. Personally, my job was not to go out and in a combat unit, but we did in Afghanistan, we did go outside the wire. Well, for us, nothing bad happened, but we did lose our two-star general. On August 5th, 2014, he went to a graduation ceremony for what's considered the West Point of Afghanistan. And it was a green on blue attack where one of the Afghan soldiers turned against us and sprayed bullets out the window of a bathroom. And he was taken down by his own Afghan counterparts. But we had a lot of injuries that day. It could have been any one of us that would have also accompanied our general. We went outside the wire again, outfitted to defend ourselves if we needed to. You just never know when you're gonna have to use it. You know, everybody has their own way of coping, and for me, it's just going to the gym, lifting weights, doing anything I can to just still stay active. Whatever injuries you have, I mean, it's so motivating to see other veterans who are injured and they're killing it at the gym, getting out and they're still doing whatever they can. You know, anybody who isn't injured, it kind of puts us to shame because it's just so motivating to see our brothers and sister veterans at even mental or PTSD, you know, that it's a struggle, an internal struggle. And I think just being outside or going to the gym is very healing. Take advantage of everything that the United States has to offer. And there's so many opportunities. Like I said, take advantage of everything that you have, that America has to offer you.